What is going on, everyone? AJ Gaming here, and welcome back to a Formula 1 2016 informational video on this channel. Now, last year I released a Formula 1 2015 gameplay video in Canada racing as Lewis Hamilton, and that video got 8,000 views on this channel. Loads of people watched it for some reason. I have no idea why people watched it. My voice was like a squeaky mouse, but anyway, it got 8,000 views, way more than any of my other videos that I've put onto this channel. 8,000 of the 9,000 views I have received on this channel from 30 videos, and 8,000 of the 9,000 views have come from one of those 30 videos. So that is a massive thanks to people who watched that video last year. Now, this race we are racing in, this is Formula 1 2015, not 2016. The full release date for Formula 1 2016 is the 19th of August, Friday the 19th, released on Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC. Now, I'm going to be playing it on Xbox One as I did with Formula 1 2015 last year. So this race is in Belgium, and we are racing for Toro Rosso as Max Verstappen, who obviously is now racing for Red Bull after Kvyat and Verstappen swapped teams. Now, this is about the new features of Formula 1 2016 and what you guys would like to see from me in the coming weeks once the game is released. Now, we'll start off with the new in-game features, and starting us off, we've got the new track, which is Baku in Azerbaijan. A great track, not too much overtaking there, as we saw if you watched the actual race earlier this season. We've also got the new Haas F1 team being added to the game, which obviously you would expect considering that every team is in this game. Now, in-game features, we have got the formation lap where you can warm up your tyres, and the main part of that is slotting into your grid slot. If you go over the mark, then you could end up getting a penalty from the stewards. And with the formation lap, you've got, once you've slotted into your grid slot, you've got manual race starts, which is an option that you can choose to put in. Manual race starts, obviously you've got to engage your clutch and balance your revs just before lights out. If you go too early, you'll get a jump start penalty. Loads of penalties here just at the start before you barely even left the start finish line. Obviously, if you leave it too late, you'll end up hitting anti-stall, and everyone's gonna end up going past you, and you're gonna be right at the back of the grid. Now, we've also got safety car and virtual safety car finally being added to the game. Makes the game a lot more realistic. I'm not sure why why this was such a wanted feature of the game. People obviously didn't realize that they would have to be sitting behind the safety car for up to 5-10 laps maybe. Who knows how long it takes stewards to clear the after crashes. But fans are more than happy to sit behind safety cars when they could be driving at full speed flat out around these incredible Formula 1 tracks. That is safety cars and virtual safety cars. We've also got manual control over pit lane entry and braking. So obviously before in F1 2015 it was automatic for you braking and stopping in the pit lane. It would stop for you, which in turn meant that you couldn't get any penalties for speeding in the pit lane. But this year that is an option. If you do miss your braking point of getting under the speed limit in the pit lane, you could well see yourself end up with a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane added to your race time. We also got pit wall boards, which have been added into the game. Important for career mode, create your own legend mode, which we'll get onto in a minute. Obviously, you've got to read your pit wall boards. I can't spit the words out of my mouth. And make sure that you come in for your pit stop at the right time, whether you want to change your fuel type, stuff like that. We've got another thing that they've advertised is realistic penalties and car damage sensitivity. Obviously, you can as you may have seen, we crashed into Hulkenberg a bit earlier on. I'm not sure if it's actually got to that part of the video yet, but you'll know what I'm talking about. It's at the first corner if it hasn't got to that point. We tapped into Hulkenberg. Now normally we probably would have got a penalty for that, but in this game we are not going to get penalties for something like that, and I've got penalties on strict, the hardest setting that they can go to. So hopefully the realistic penalties and car damage sensitivity will stop people from just nudging people out of the way, especially the AI who just drive out the way when you nudge into them. So hopefully all of these in-game features make for a much better, enjoyable, realistic game of Formula 1. And now onto the Create Your Legend features of this game. Create Your Legend is finally back. You make your own character and pick a team that you want to go for, to race for, sorry. Obviously, if you pick a higher ranked team like Mercedes or Ferrari, they're going to expect you to be fighting for race wins and championship points to finish up near the top and get some silverware from your season. Whereas if you go for a lower ranked team like Manor or someone like Haas F1, which are a new team this season, your expectations will be a lot lower, which in turn would make the game, in my opinion, more enjoyable. I think when I play the Create Your Own Legend, I'm going to start at a lower team just to get a feel for the game. I find it more enjoyable trying to race through the pack from the back instead of starting right at the front as your best team, as you're one of the best teams on the grid. But so the added things to Create Your Legend: drama and vehicle development behind the scenes. So that's stuff like being in the paddock. Hopefully we get to see some interviews, which you see, I'm not sure if they'll have like grid interviews like you see on Sky coverage before the race. But yeah, so this shows that you'll have decisions to make as part of a team as well. You get to work with your agent and engineer simultaneously. Both of those are voice acted, and hopefully that brings some cutscenes into the game. I'm not quite sure. Obviously the best cutscenes we've seen in a long time. NBA have just run away with that kind of stuff. They're by far and away the best I have seen in terms of cutscenes in sports games. Practice programs. Finally, Codemasters have come up with a reason for us not to skip practice and go straight to quali sessions with the track acclimatization tests, where we can test tires and get a race strategy for us. So basically what we get from the track acclimatization test is we gain research and development points for putting in laps in practice sessions, which in turn give us the chance to upgrade the car, which we will vitally need if we're going to be able to beat our teammates and other cars around us. That is it for Create Your Own Legend. Definitely a mode that I'm looking forward to playing. We've also got 22 driver races online multiplayer, and with multiplayer as well, so if you can get 22 people, you can play with your friends on a multiplayer season. If you can get 22 people to sit around to race at all 21 tracks throughout the year. But if you can't, you can do it with a couple of friends and race against the AI and a couple of friends. So that is really all that is been on this Formula 1 2016 features video. We are nearing towards the end of this race in Belgium. We're kind of in the middle. We've gained a few spots from where we started, but that is just about it. Let me know, guys, what would you want to see from... So last year I uploaded a gameplay in Canada. Would you like to see another gameplay video to start off Formula 1 2016? Or would you want to see me go straight into Create Your Own Legend mode? So let me know which one you would want me to see. And I'd like to know what you guys think about Create Your Own Legend mode and what team you think you will sign with at the beginning of that process. So let me know if you want me to do a gameplay. Let me know what track you want me to do it at, who you want me to control, which is obviously what team, and racer you want me to race as. But that is going to be it for this Formula 1 2016 information video. Make sure to leave a like if you have enjoyed this video. It really helps the channel out. Subscribe for more Formula 1 2016 content in the coming weeks. And that is going to be it for this video, guys. I'll catch you guys later.